project over blood types and blood pressure. Next slide.
Blood. In 1616, it was discovered by William Harvey. He found out blood keeps your body warm or cool depending on the temperature to fight infections and get rid of our own waste products.
Bright red blood is healthy and oxygenated. Dark red blood is not healthy. Most people don't have any idea what blood actually does for you. Fat is about 8% of your own body weight. That's how much blood is in your system. Males carry about 5 to 6 liters, while women only carry about 4 to 5 liters. Males only carry a little bit more than an average female does. But blood cells in babies and children are made of the bone marrow of many bones throughout the body. Adult blood cells are mainly made in the bone marrow of the vertebrae.
Can anyone remember how much blood makes up your body weight? Yes, 8%. It carries oxygen, nutrients, and chemical energy throughout the body. An average of 1 out of 3 people have to transfuse blood.
Blood transfusions. Serious accidents or illness. Blood transfusions can be serious, caused by accidents, even illness. Has anyone ever been in an accident where they've lost a lot of blood? I thought so. Blood is very important when getting blood transfusions because there could be a fatal end if they are not careful.
Wouldn't there be different types of blood? In fact, there are different types. Think about what would happen if you were given a different type of blood. In 1901, Karl Landsteiner discovered there are 4 types of blood. And he was in Vienna, Austria when he discovered these. He realized that the transfusions of blood didn't work because there's 4 types, and not everyone has the same type of blood. That would make sense, right? If they gave you the wrong blood, that could be life-threatening. Many people are relieved, and they were really relieved when they discovered that there were different types. And they didn't have to worry about losing many more patients because of blood transfusions. His discovery was such an accomplishment that he was a winner of the Nobel Peace Prize.
As in 1900s, there was only 4 blood types. Now, they have over 300 percentages. Not all blood types are compatible with each other. Rh positive and Rh negative can affect your blood typing. Having the knowledge of what blood type you have is important. What kind of blood typing do you have?
There are many different types of blood around the world. It is really neat how they are inherited. As it says on the screen, in South America and the United States they have type O blood, and in northern India and Asia they have B-type blood. Australia and Scandinavia, they have A-type.
Blood types vary in social discrimination. That's why you see a variety of blood types in different areas. Barely anyone does know their blood type, but normally it's the same in each social group. In Japan, the Japanese make it a priority to know each other's blood types because they are so perfect and they want to make sure the gene pool isn't messed up. In case of an emergency, it's better to know your blood type so that the hospital doesn't have to do as much testing and can go ahead and do transfusion. Successful or not, blood types are known for attacking a bad blood type if it doesn't match up. That's why it's so important to know your type. The blood type rejects the other ones like it's bacteria.
Has anyone gotten your blood drawn? What was it for? Drawing blood again is important when making transfusion or transplants. You have no preparation to get your blood drawn. You draw blood from the inside of the elbow or even from the back of the hand. Usually you get it drawn from the back of the hand. They put a band tight around your arm to apply pressure to receive the blood from a needle. The needle collects the blood substances in the tube of the needle. The process is to figure out blood types, and you'll be happy to figure it out. Blood type can discover good health and help in the future.
Blood pressure. Blood pressure is important with health. Blood pressure does vary. Wow. Blood pressure does vary from high to low. When it's too high, it causes the heart to work harder and leads to health problems. Though, when it's too low, it can do the same thing.
Doctors measure your blood pressure by placing a cuff over your bronchial artery. Having 120 pressure is normal, but 140 is bad. Systolic pressure is the highest pressure and the first number recorded. Systolic is the force exerted in the artery walls primarily. Diastolic pressure is the lowest pressure and second number recorded. It is also the pressure exerted on the artery walls. Also, it helps with the heart relax during the beats. Normal systolic pressure is between 100 and 140. Systolic pressure is normally between 60 and 100.
Did you know that blood pressure can affect your mood and stress level? I know for me that sometimes my blood pressure does go up and I get really frustrated and stressed out, but well, it can affect more than just your stress and mood. Blood pressure, it causes strokes and broken vessels in the brain. In the eyes, it can affect the blood vessels by making them bleed. And vision can be really impaired, and you can go blind, or you can lose your eyesight for just a temporary amount of time. But as people get older, their arteries tend to harden, and mostly it happens mostly in the kidneys or brain. Though it mainly makes the heart and kidneys get overworked and even inflamed. Blood pressure can be in a very negative issue. It needs to relate to the cardiovascular system. So a heart attack fractures of the heart and muscle. The heart constantly requires oxygen and good blood supply to keep it going.
Here's a little video to help improve your information about blood pressure.
Volume's not on.
If blood pressure is 140/90 or higher, you need to get it down. The good news is that many of the steps you can take are painless and some are downright enjoyable. You will need potassium-rich foods, red wine, a pedometer, dark chocolate, a pet, and spirituality. Step 1. Consume less sodium, which contributes to hypertension. It's not enough to just put away the salt shaker. Check food labels as well. Many prepared foods, like canned soup and frozen meals, are loaded with sodium. Step 2. Eat more baked potatoes, with the skin, plus other potassium-rich foods like acorn squash, bananas, orange juice, and halibut. Dozens of studies prove that a potassium-rich diet helps combat the blood pressure-raising damage of a high-sodium diet. Step 3. Drink 1 glass of red wine every day, but limit yourself to just 1 glass. Step 4. Lose weight if you need to. Obesity has been linked to hypertension. Track your steps with a pedometer. People who use them walk up to 2,000 steps more, which can help them reduce their weight and their blood pressure. Step 5. Get a pet. Not only does having one lower blood pressure, petting them has been shown to increase levels of the feel-good hormones dopamine and serotonin in their owners. Step 6. Eat some chocolate every day. The trick is to keep the portion small, say bite-sized, and make sure you're munching dark chocolate made mostly from cocoa solids. It should taste a little bitter. Step 7. Become more touchy-feely. Research indicates that people who hug and hold hands are calmer. Step 8. Start praying. One study found that people who attend weekly religious services have lower blood pressure than those who don't attend at all. Did you know? By 2025, 1.6 billion people worldwide are expected to have high blood pressure.
Hopefully you realize how important it is. Your blood is what keeps you alive. Blood affects your family, transplants, transfusions, everything. Having a high or low blood pressure can cause serious health expenses, so why not change it? Knowing something simple like your blood type can save your life. And keeping your blood pressure at a normal pressure isn't so hard to do. You might can save your life. Well, you might can save your life one day.
Now that you know, it's your turn.
Now go online at www.nobelprice.org and you can check out our activity.